Hey, I'm so glad you came back. Hey, today, I know it's the holiday season, but you don't have to have turkey or ham or even duck. You know, you can have shrimp, right? Hey, what's wrong with shrimp? Everybody loves shrimp. Throw some veggies in there, the right seasonings, little rice, and you'll be good to go. Today I'm going to make some honey garlic shrimp. Yeah, and it's going to have sugar peas in it. We're going to have rice, some parsley rice, and I know you're going to enjoy it. Look at this. Tell me that doesn't look delicious. Oh man, you gotta look at this. Hey, this is Shrashira. That's the best elevator music I ever heard. Okay, so now for this recipe, we have some minced ginger, right? Got about a tablespoon and a half of that. We have 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. We have about 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. We have half of a large onion sliced up thinly. Okay. We have 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, right? We're going to be using honey. Now the honey, we're going to be using probably about a quarter of a cup, maybe a little more, okay? We have 1.5 pounds of raw, peeled and deveined shrimp. Now these are the 16-20 count. What that means is for every pound, you're going to get 16 to 20 shrimp. Now I have about 1.5 pounds, maybe a little more, because we actually have about 27, 28 shrimp. So I mean, you do the math. And then we have some sugar peas, sugar snow peas, okay, snap peas. We're gonna enjoy that too. And of course, we got our pepper for seasoning, and we're gonna add a little salt. Now, we're just using a little bit of salt, so I'm not using kosher salt. So we're just going to enjoy some table salt. So now let's get this our sauce mixed up. So for our sauce, we're going to prepare that. We're going to add our soy sauce, right? Get that in there, soy sauce. Add our vinegar. Gotta have the vinegar. We're going to add our ginger, right? Get all the ginger in there. Maybe a little bit of finger action there. Get the ginger in there. We're also going to add a little bit of salt. Probably about half a teaspoon of salt. That's all you really need. On the pepper, we're going to add about a teaspoon of pepper. Okay? About a teaspoon of pepper. Now, if you want to, you can add some citrus to this, right? You can add some lemon juice, which I might do now that I'm thinking about it, because after all, we're using seafood. So as a matter of fact, let me go grab about a tablespoon or maybe 2 tablespoons of a lemon juice. Okay, so I did get the lemon juice. See, got my lemon juice, right? I'm gonna add about a tablespoon and a half of lemon juice. Got to get that citrus in there. Now you can also use lime juice too. I mean, it's up to you. That mix in there. Now we're going to add our cornstarch. Right? Get that in there. Make sure that gets in there good and get that all nice and mixed up. Once this gets mixed up, everything's going to go real fast at this point once it gets mixed up. So we're going to start cooking the shrimp and the veggies. Alright, so we got our wok percolating right now. It's warming up. We're going to put a little bit of oil in it, and we're going to start off by flavoring the oil. Now, what I mean by flavoring the oil, we're going to add the garlic we're going to add the onions to it, and we're going to stir fry those, right? So that the oil that I put in here, so I'm going to put like maybe 2 tablespoons in, but that's going to be enough to get it nice and flavored so it can spread throughout the dish or throughout all the ingredients as you're cooking here. Just watch, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so what we want to do now is add our onions to the oil. Let's get these stir fried. Flavor that oil. You're not cooking the onions all the way through at this point. All you're doing is just basically soften them up a bit, because the cooking is going to go real quick here in a minute. Okay, now we're going to add our garlic. Get that stir fried in there. And again, the heat's on medium right now. I don't know if I said it before, but yeah, it's on medium. And you don't want to burn your garlic, so keep mind of that. You're just flavoring the oil. When you start to smell the garlic, that fragrance, now it's time to add the next ingredient, which in this case is going to be the shrimp. So let's get that shrimp on there. Shrimp added and mixed up. Now at this point, you want to season with salt and pepper. You know, about a teaspoon of pepper, about a half a teaspoon of salt. That's all you need. But if you want more, you know, you're cooking the dish, it's up to you. But I'm just saying, that's all you need. Now the shrimp's going to cook pretty quick. I'm going to turn this up to medium high. The shrimp going to cook quick because when you're dealing with shrimp, you only need to cook it for about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes per side, and you're good to go. Anything longer than that, you're going to end up with rubbery shrimp. You don't want that, you know. But then again, some people like it. Some people like this shrimp cooked hard, you know, which is fine, but it's not the norm. You want juicy shrimp. You don't want dry, rubbery shrimp. So you can see how the shrimp is changing color to a nice orange, pink, reddish color. That's what you want. The heat's actually on high right now, because what happens if you add too much seafood to a stir fry, or even if you add too much chicken, meat, whatever, and the heat's not up high enough, you end up with a pool of juice. I don't want that. I don't want that pool of juice. This is not a soup. And now I'm going to let this sit for about 30-45 seconds. And then when we're ready, you can see the shrimp are ready. So now at this point, we're going to add our snow peas, or sugar peas. Okay, we're going to stir fry these for about 1 minute. And then we're going to add our sauce. And what's going to happen when we add our sauce the steam that's going to come up is going to help cook these peas more. You see? And that's what we want. But I just want to stir fry these a bit. Give these a couple minutes. And so what you have to understand is when you're cooking these sugar peas, these sugar snow peas, you're not cooking them till they're soft. You want them to have a little bite. Okay? So now let me add the salt. It's been about a minute and a half. You know, and since we added the cornstarch to it, it's going to thicken up pretty quick. And you want it to coat it real good. Okay, now we're going to add our honey. Garlic honey, so let's put the honey on it. Let's squeeze it in. Give that a little sweetness. Got my backup. Got my backup. Honey in here. Looking at about a quarter of a cup of honey. Let's get this mixed in. Give it a couple of seconds here. I'll probably say give it about a good 30 seconds. But before I do that, I'm going to add about a quarter cup of water to it. And this is just going to help spread it out a bit so it's not too thick. I don't want it too thick, see? But I do want it to have a gravy for the rice because I did make some white rice with parsley flakes in it. Now this is going to complement real well. Turn the heat off. Let's plate this guy up and see what we got. Now look at that. Honey, garlic, shrimp with sugar snap peas. Oh yeah, we gotta plate this up. Oh, look at this. Yeah, ginger. Well, there's ginger in it. But look at this. Garlic, honey, shrimp, sugar snow peas, parsley rice. Oh, you gotta try this recipe. And if you do try it and you like it, give me a thumbs up. Tell me what you thought in the comments. And if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button because there's a lot more coming. I'm always thinking about new things, and then I'm also thinking there are things that I've had when I was younger that I've cooked for my girls, but I haven't done it in a while. And I'm going to show that to y'all as well. So stay tuned. This is Shrashira. Hope you enjoy it. I am out.
Wow.